This is Todd with Finky Fab again. I continuing the utility trailer build. The last video I had all the underside stuff. I think I showed everything there with the axles and the ladders and all the welding. Um, I've gotten the sheet in now, and I've got 3 of the trailers done. So I figured I'd come back and show you the top a little bit here. There's not much to the top, and I'll kind of run you through some of the other little things. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so what I did is I switched the view here. As you can see, the sheet for the top. We have a little bit of a weld over gap here. There's an inch coverage, so should be fine. Never had an issue. I just got to finish clamping this down and get it welded. I will weld this and around it here, and then just stitch it every 8 inches or so ish. Kind of eyeball it. Basically, I just take the little square, lay it in, mark, and so on. So nothing really fancy there. And then, as you can see underneath here, some of the axle stuff. Basically, you've got a steering knuckle here, spindle, hub, and a wheel sits under here. All 4. Center, you gets a steering clamshell with the drag link rod and the cross link rods for steering for each one of these knuckles. So you got 2 rods here across, and then 1 single rod all the way to the other side down there to tie them together. And it goes at an angle from here to there for steering. And then basically here, there's a hitch plate that sticks out right here. One side gets one type of hitch, the other side gets a tongue that is on a pivot. Pivots down. So you can tie some of these trailers together. I think these 6 are going to, I don't remember where they're going, but they've got a couple hundred of them. So basically they tie them together and they drag them through factories. And these things with the 4-wheel steering can turn pretty tight. They can snake these things through the factories pretty easily. So that's pretty much how the layout goes. Obviously, I'll show you the assembly. I've got to weld up the clamshells. I've got to weld up the steering links. So I've got a lot of stuff yet to do besides the trailers. But getting the trailers laid out is the big thing. All the other stuff, I can have all the clamshells done in one day. All the steering links and drag links done in one day. And then we send everything goes to powder coat. And then comes back, and then I put it together. So I'll get a video of that too. Doing a trailer assembly for final assembly. Oh, they called in a change on these. They want a lip on them now. So I'll put probably a 1-inch lip all the way around. That was kind of a change, so that actually helps because it gives me more time. And I won't have the wheels for these trailers for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. So the trailers will probably be sitting waiting for wheels before I even get the wheels. And then I've got some other stuff I've got coming up too. A little more interesting than just little utility trailers. But you can kind of see how these go together. This could be done in similar construction if you just wanted 2 steering wheels and 2 straight wheels. You could modify the spindle mount if you wanted, or the steering setups any way you want, but the framing and the general purposeness of it is, it could be applied to anything, any size. We build this almost the same trailer in sizes ranging from 2 foot by 2 foot to 8 foot by 12 foot. or whatever they want. So, you know, if you come up with something and you want your own trailer, this is kind of a way to go about it. It's a good utility trailer, not on the road trailer, but I mean, these things can hold some serious weight. This one here, I think they said they'll have 2 pallets sitting on them that weigh about 1,300 pounds apiece, and this trailer will hold those pallets for years and years. So it's just something anybody can do. They can lay it out, and just an idea for how to put something like this together. All right, I'll get some more when we get some other stuff going on with these lips, and some other video stuff for the rest of the trailers. All right, thanks. Todd with Finky Fab again, doing some more work on these utility trailers. I've got the material in and cut for the lips that are going on their outside that was added on later. I've also got some steering clamshell work done. I've got a lot more to do on that. And I've also got to do steering links and drag links. And then these trailers and all the pieces and parts. Oh, I got to do tongues. And then all the pieces and parts can go out to do powder coat. So I'm going to show you what I got done. I'm not going to do a lot on this video at this time. Well, I guess if all the videos that I have edited together, there'll be a little bit on there. So, all right, well, I'm going to show you what I've got done, and we'll go from there. So here's the lip of 5/16 flat stock, nothing fancy, nothing special. I'm putting it about 1 inch off the deck all the way around the trailer. The top one's done. I got to clean it now and go through it. I still got to finish doing the bottom one here. I have those 2 done and those 2 yet to do. Steering clamshells, I've been going through these. I've got a bunch of these welded up. They're not finished. I still have to put the hitch plate end on these. I need to do some more flange lips right here that need to go in here. They basically look like this. This is the front, and the backs just get a this will get a gusseted hitch plate. We're just setting these up for a 2-inch ball. That's what they want on these. We do different custom ends. Some we use a big pin. Some we use pintle hitches. Just depends on what the customer wants. In this case, they want 2-inch balls. So that's what we'll set up on these. Basically, these clamshells laid out, they come in 2 pieces right here. Oh, let me get my finger out of there. Basically, we just clamp it down to the little jig I've got here. Set the tapered roller bearing in there. This is the housing that I welded into the axle. It's got braces in there, and there's your grease circle. That's the same housing as is welded in right there. We're just using it for spacing. So you basically take that and that. Well, easier said than done, I guess. Usually that fits on there really easy. There we go. And then you just take the other clamshell here, set it on, clamp it down. This gets a hitch plate or a steering plate that goes on there, and a couple washers to space it off. And then we use our own proprietary spindle to go through here when we're done. It has a square on the back of it, and this is basically just a stop for that, so we only have to tighten it from one side. Makes it kind of nice. The reason I haven't welded this one up yet is because I need to weld on a piece here that gets a spring-loaded stop for if you can picture the ears on the side of here, there's a spring-loaded stop, and then the ears actually going out on this side. And basically, I can move these around here without wrecking everything. It gets a spring-loaded stop welded in. So when the tongue comes down, it has a plate here, there's a spring and a stop. So when you drop the tongue, it just bounces off that little spring-loaded thing. It won't hit the floor, won't drop or do anything funny. And it's just a little bit of a stop for that. So I've got those finish up. I don't have the steel for the front plates and the 2-inch ball pieces yet. That's why these aren't finished. And I've got to turn down some more stuff on the lathe for these spring-loaded pieces. I've got some tubing I got to get turned down to length, so I can make sure I get those right. I don't know if I'm going to show that on camera or not. So that's what I'm doing, just basically some random stuff around here, trying to get these trailers finished up. Like I said, the lips being added on kind of made some extra work, but gave us some extra time. So I just got to get these last 3 finished and get them cleaned up. I run through them with a wire wheel on a grinder to get all the berries and everything off of them. You can see there's one of our other style hitch plates that will get bolted onto to that, and then you use a big pin in there, right there. And then the opposite end gets this style hitch plate. So basically what we do. Okay, I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll get you some more when I can.